Hello, hello. Valentine's Day can bring up a lot for women in midlife. Not because you don't love your partner, but because so many women feel tired, tense, mentally overloaded, disconnected from their body. And a lot of women quietly tell me, I want to feel present. I want to feel more connected. I want to feel desire again. But I am maxed out. I'm in a go, go, go mode. I'm taking care of everyone, and by the end of the day, I am empty. If that's you, you're not broken and you're not alone. Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Dr. Evelyn Le Ellis, naturopathic doctor and women hormone and longevity physician. If you're joining live, say hi in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, I'm glad you're here too. Make sure to click like and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Today, we're talking about Valentine's Day, February Heart Health Month, but not in a cheesy way, more in a real life, midlife woman way. So here's what I'm going to give you today. One, a refrain that takes shame off your shoulders. Two, the real reason intimacy starts to feel harder in midlife. Three, simple, natural ways to help your body come back online. And then if you want support with this, I'll tell you the next step at the end. No pressure. So let's start with the misconception, shall we? A lot of women assume if I don't feel connected or interested, something must be wrong with me or with my relationship. Does it sound more like internalization of us? But what I see clinically over and over is that midlife women are often living in a body that never gets the signal that is safe to soften. Does it sound familiar? Think about your average day. You wake up, already feel behind sometime, or not feeling ready to start a day. You're managing your kids, getting their food, work, meals, logistics, calendars, everyone's emotional needs. You're being responsible, you're being strong, you're being reliable, but the nervous system hears in a different way. It hears as we're in a survival mode. And when your body in a survival mode is not focused on pleasure, connection, let alone intimacy, it's focused on getting through. So if you've been thinking, what's wrong with me? I want you to replace that with my body is doing exactly what it does under chronic demand. And this isn't about blaming your partner. This is about understanding your physiology so you can stop fighting your body and start supporting it. So here's a science in a simple way. When stress is high, cortisol and adrenaline tend to run the show. And when those are high, the body doesn't prioritize oxytocin, the bonding hormone. And oxytocin usually increases when the baby, the mom, breastfeeding, touching, cuddling, similar to connection with the partner, cuddling, touching, hug, kiss, etc. Oxytocin is involved in connection, trust, warmth, affection, and sexual response. It's much easier to access when your body feels safe and supported. And in midlife, perimenopause and menopause, hormones can shift in a way that makes you more sensitive to stress, more disrupted in sleep, and more easily depleted. And that's not weakness, that's biology. So if you're trying to force intimacy from a stressed body, it can feel like another task. And the more it feels like a task, the more the body resists. So the goal isn't try harder. The goal is help your body feel safe enough to be present. And that's when connection starts to return. So I want to name something gently but clearly. A lot of women have been trained to live in pleasing mode. Pleasing mode can sound like, let me make sure everyone is okay. Let me make sure no one is disappointed. Let me keep the peace. Let me do one more thing so everything runs smoothly. And it can look loving, but it's exhausting because pleasing often requires you to disconnect from your own body. And here's the truth, You cannot feel desire or deep connection when you are abandoning yourself. And that's not a moral statement, it's a nervous system statement. So, part of Valentine health and heart health includes boundaries, it includes delegation, it includes saying, I'm not available for everything. Because every time you reclaim bandwidth, your body becomes more available for connection. Do we want more of that? Okay, so let's get practical. I'm going to give you a few simple shifts that support your hormones and your nervous system, and that directly affects how connected you feel. Number one, the 2 minute body return. And let's practice this daily as much as we can. Once a day, set a timer for 2 minutes. Put one hand on your chest, one hand on your lower belly. Slowly exhale and ask, what do I need today? Not what everyone else needs. What do I need? Have that question. And this sounds small, but it rebuilds the pathway of self connection. Number two, the one load off rule, delegation. Choose one task you normally carry that can be delegated, delayed, or simplified. One, not many, just one. Because when you take one load off your nervous system, you change your baseline. And number three, the receive plan. Not perform, receive plan. Pick one thing that helps your body receive, such as a bath with Epsom salts, some essential oil like lavender, peppermint, spearmint, or a sauna, a massage, a quiet coffee alone, a nature walk, and or a walk without podcast, without using a phone. Sometimes selfie taking picture, right? But in a way where we lower down the EMF to let listen the inner voice. Something that tells your system you're allowed to be held, to be safe, to spend time with yourself. Number four, sleep and blood sugar stability. The unsexy truth. I know this isn't glamorous, but this matters. When sleep is off and blood sugar is unstable, your mood, patience, and desire all take a hit. And sometimes, when we feel like our habit of eating is different and sleep is different, we lose a patience. We feel more agitated with our loved one. Do you remember those moments? And that is the consequences that sometimes that we do for our body, and that will present it in itself. So the simple steps: protein at breakfast, fewer late night sweets and alcohol, and a consistent sleep window. It sounds easy, but sometimes it can be difficult to achieve because of different schedules and work and children's schedule. And I would say that during this February, a lot of chocolate is throwing out there, a lot of sweet is throwing out there early in the day, midday, but try our best to not having late night sweets. And this is a hormone support that really works. It truly support your blood sugar. So now, sometimes we also consider targeted support, depending on the person. For women, that might mean addressing perimenopause, menopause hormone changes like thyroid patterns, iron status, nutrient depletion, or gut health that affect hormone metabolism. And for men, hormones matter too. Testosterone, stress, sleep, insulin resistance, those affect libido, mood, and connection. And yes, there are tools like oxytocin nasal spray that can be supportive for certain people, or nitric oxide tablets that you can take to open up the blood flow for relaxation when used appropriately and under the guidance. But I want to be clear, oxytocin is not a magic fix. Nitric oxide is not a magic fix if your life is still set up in depletion. So think of it like this: hormones can open the door, but boundaries, rest, and nervous system safety are what help you walk through the door. So, with this season, I want you to consider a different goal. Not how do I do more? Not how do I look better, not how do I keep everyone happy, but how do I come back to myself so I can actually feel love again? And sometimes that means a conversation with your partner that sounds like, I love you and I want us to feel close, but my body has been in survival mode. I need support, I need rest, and I want to rebuild connection from a calmer place. And that one connect conversation can change the emotional climate of a relationship. So, okay, if what I'm saying resonates with you and you know you're putting yourself last for a long time, I created a gentle way to support you through this. I'm opening a short experience called the Heart Centered Reset. It's designed for midlife women who want to feel calm, steady, and connected again, emotionally, physically, and relationally, especially during the season of hormonal and heart health awareness. It includes a hormone informed one on one consult focused on midlife shifts and cardiovascular risk patterns, a simple nervous system and boundary reset plan, optional support for oxytocin and hormone optimization when appropriate, practical guidance to reduce stress loads so your body can actually soften and receive connection again, and heart protective lifestyle judgment that support long term vitality. So this is not about performing better in your relationship. It's not about forcing desire. It's about coming home to yourself so connection can happen naturally. And if you want the details about the heart center reset, just comment heart and I'll send you a message or send me a message with the word heart and I'll share the information with you. No pressure, just support. And I'll leave you with this. You don't need to earn rest. You don't need to earn tenderness. And you're not failing because your body is asking for support. Your heart health, your hormone health, and your relationship health are connected. When you come back to yourself, everything around you softens. If this was helpful, tell me in the comments what part resonated most with you. And if you want the detail about Heart Center Reset, just message me the heart. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay well, be well. See you next time.